There are other derivatives. One of them is, for instance, credit default swap. CDS is called. Now these CDS are in fact insurance. Banks who have loans, of course, banks, conventional banks, give loans to the public and to corporations. They kind of insure their risk, the risk of default of these customers, with investors. Investors may would like to invest in that because they think some people will default but many people will not. So they make gain by this kind of investment. So they sell. In fact, a credit default swap is an insurance contract. But it is an insurance contract not with insurance companies, but issues rather to the public industry in the finance market. Investors buy these swaps. Of course, each one of them will have different amount and will have a price, and the price will be determined in the market and so on and so forth. Okay, so it is really an insurance contract for the default. The question here, from Islamic finance point of view, is there a property that you own as an investor that this property generates added value? The answer is no. So this kind of derivatives is not permissible and is not a way of earning. You earn by producing added value. If you don't produce added value, you don't earn. And this does not produce added value. So, in fact, if we go one further step also, risk itself does not produce added value. Risk is associated with production, with action, with any kind of action. Even with walking in the street, there is risk. In marriage, there is risk. In everything you do in life, there is a risk. In taking medicine, there is a risk, because every medicine may have side effect. So there is always risk in life, and risk is not an object of sale or trading. Risk is part of life. We cooperate, we help each other to face risk and to mitigate, to mitigate risk. But risk is not an item for sale, because it is not able to generate itself added value. What generates added value is a property, and a property has always risk of being destructed or being abolished or being deserved to another party. So a property has risk. So risk is associated with properties, but properties generate or produce added value, not risk. Therefore, the credit default swaps are not an item or a property that is permissible or acceptable as a property in the Islamic economic system. There are many other derivatives also, like for instance the insurance of mortgage is also mortgage that happened in America especially. They sell the insurance of mortgages, and these insurances are again derivatives that do not generate added value, and therefore they are not permissible to buy, to own, to sell, or to trade. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.